As we said earlier, the A's are just 3 back of Seattle for the second wild card spot and 8 back of Houston for the American League West crown. How about that? Oakland would have a 2.5 game lead if they played in the National League West. Okay, joining us now from AT&T is Dallas Braden. And Dallas, we spoke before the season. You saw this coming based on what you saw at the end of last season. But even you, in your wildest, most optimistic dreams, could not see this finish by the A's in the first half, right?
That's safe to say. I think we can agree. I had this team, above 500, no doubt. I knew the talent was there within the lineup. Obviously, they bring in a guy like Piscotty, so you're excited about that. The rotation had definitely some marks to be excited about as well. But I don't think anybody expected a 13-plus over 500 mark at the All-Star break. So it's been a great job, not only by the lineup, by the rotation that has ultimately turned itself into a 2.0 starting rotation. We've got one man in the starting rotation that was there at the beginning of the year, and that's Sean Manaea. Everybody else is a new place from a new face from a different place.
Dallas, you spoke during the game about the maturation of Sean Manaea. What do you mean specifically about the maturation of Manaea?
Well, he was a guy who early on in his career wanted to punch guys out, right? He had some swing and miss, good changeup as well. He was getting swings on the slider against the lefties and righties. He was throwing that slider for strikes, but he wasn't lasting long. He wasn't getting deep into ball games. And so he talked a lot about trying to figure out a way to get deeper into ball games. And that right there is not a red flag, but it's a trigger that lets you know he's thinking about ways to get better. He wants to hang around in the 6th, 7th, 8th inning. He doesn't want to be a 5 and dive type guy. So when you start to learn how to pitch to weak contact, you start to learn the value of not trying to miss bats, but just trying to miss barrels. And I think that is what we have seen Sean Manaea really start to get a handle on.
Yeah, that's a perfect example in that 6th inning performance. But you did note something that I think is noteworthy as we get to the second half, and that is that the starting rotation as a whole is not pitching enough innings, not getting deep enough into games. In fact, the A's bullpen ranks 3rd in terms of innings pitched in the American League. How do you solve that problem, and are you concerned about it?
I don't know that I'm necessarily overly concerned. It is something to pay attention to because you look at the workload from Trevino and Trinan and other guys at the back end of the bullpen, and you just wonder, is it sustainable over the course of a full 162 and hopefully on into October? But with that being said, if the starting rotation can get themselves healthy and start to get into that 6th, 7th inning, I think what it allows the bullpen to do is really take on some roles, some significant roles, and you're not just relying on a petite to give you 3 if it's a short call for the starter, and then turning it over to just Trevino and Trinan. There's some other arms down there that have got a lot to offer. We saw it today with Buchter out there as well. So they've got arms down there that they can rely on. It's a matter of the rotation, giving a bullpen a breather and an opportunity to be what they've been in the second half.
Now, your management, right? And we both agree, and you said that you didn't see this amount of success, and perhaps A's management didn't either. Now that they're contenders, now that they picked up 8 games on Seattle in 1 month, 3 games back in the wild card chase now, how does that change management's strategy heading into the second half?
Well, this is just like a player who finds himself in a battle for a position. You want to force the front office's hand. You want to force management's hand. And that's what the Oakland A's are doing right now by virtue of making up the ground they did against Seattle heading into the break with a nice little roadie, 7-3 roadie, I believe. So when you're the Oakland A's and you've been told that you just need to be in position come the break for the front office to start making moves, well, we're here. It's break time. It's time to get moving and shaking.
Finally, Dallas, I've described this team as must-see TV. How enjoyable is it for you to be a part of what's transpiring in Oakland right now?
Well, it's exciting because all 9 innings have something in store for you. And that's why they say you come to the ballpark, you just never know what you're going to see. You see the Oakland A's after the 7th inning, they are a force to be reckoned with. Late inning home runs, late inning heroics from virtually anybody in that lineup. You've got guys hitting home runs 4 and 5 at a time. It's been a very fun Oakland A's team to watch mature, to watch come into their own over the course of last season into this season, and I think it's only going to get it more exciting.
Yeah, hopefully the fans show up and support that team. There's something special's going on over there. Dallas, Braden, you did 9 innings today. You did a part of a post-game show. This is beyond the Call of Duty, so we appreciate it for our audience on Game Day tonight. Thank you very much.
No problem.